Good morning children. We are again back with the topic types of winds. So, already we had learnt the first one, permanent winds, its classification as trade winds, westerlies and the polar winds. Now, you will be moving on to the next one, seasonal winds. So, from the word itself you will be knowing what is seasonal winds. So, seasonal winds are winds which change their direction according to seasons. In different seasons these winds keep on changing its direction. So, best example for seasonal wind is monsoon winds, and in India we have monsoon winds. Specifically our climatic conditions are determined by the monsoon wind. So, monsoon is a word that is derived from an Arabic word mausim, M-A-U-S-I-M. It's an Arabic word derived from an Arabic word mausim, which means season. So, you will be learning it in your further classes again in detail related to these types of winds again. So, monsoon winds are of two types. They are summer monsoon winds and winter monsoon winds. Summer monsoon and winter monsoon winds. So, these monsoon winds usually develop as a result of the variation in air pressure in the sea and land masses, which you call as land breeze and sea breezes. Because of the variation in pressure, the winds will be blowing into opposite directions, and this land and sea breezes usually affect only a small area and it lasts for only a short duration also. So, but in India this monsoon it affects over a larger area or a larger period of time also. That means 6 months wind keep on blowing from land to sea and another 6 months wind keep on blowing from sea towards the land. So, this is one of the factor that determines the climatic conditions of India also. So, such winds are called as seasonal winds. Now, the next one is local winds. Local winds, as the name indicates, they blow locally over a small area, and it also will be blowing for a particular period of time. It may be a day, for a short duration, particularly it may be for a day or a year. In smaller classes you might have learned what is Lu. It's a name of a local wind that blows over the parts of Rajasthan. So, here you will be dealing with land breeze and sea breeze, how wind is being occur, or what happens during the daytime and the night time period. So, you are people who have been to coastal areas, you have been to a beach during the daytime. See, it is very interesting to stand there during the daytime, because you have seen cold winds frequently blowing from sea towards the land. So, what is the phenomenon behind the winds blowing from sea towards the land during the daytime? So, this is because before that you have to remember a fact that land, because of insolation, because of the rays of the sun, the land gets heated up quickly and it also loses its heat very quickly, whereas sea water, it gets heated up very slowly and it loses heat also very slowly. So, these are two facts that you have to keep in mind. That means land gets heated up and it gets cooled up very quickly, whereas sea water, it takes longer period of time for the water to get heated and it loses heat also very slowly. So, it is this fact that result in the formation of land breeze as well as sea breeze. See what happens during the daytime here, which you call as sea breeze. I told you while standing near a beach, you might have experienced wind blowing from sea towards the land during the daytime. So, usually sea breeze occur during the daytime, and see what happens here. See, I told during the daytime, due to the insolation of the sun, land get heated up very quickly. So, here the air expands because of the heat of the sun, air expands, it begins to become lighter and it rises upwards, and it begins to move in a direction where it reaches a level just above the sea. So, sea water, it takes more time to get heated up. So, here the air above the sea will be cooler. So, when this hot air reaches the cool air here, this air also becomes cold. So, when the heated air here rises upwards, in order to fill this empty area, the moisture laden winds will be blowing from the sea towards the land to fill up the area where the wind has or the air has risen upwards. So, wind blows, this is a phenomenon that occurs in a circle or frequently, wind blowing from sea towards the land. So, this phenomenon is called as sea breeze, which occur during the daytime. Wind blows from sea towards the land. Now, next is land breeze, which occur during the night. Wind blows from land towards the sea. You have learned the fact that land gets heated up very quickly and it gets cooled up very quickly. So, what happens when land gets cooled up? So, here the sea water, it will be hotter now during the daytime because it loses its heat very slowly. So, because here the air is hot, the air becomes lighter. So, here there is warm air during night time, and here on land the air is cool. So, wind here, because of the warm air or the warmth in air, it becomes lighter and it begins to rise upwards. So, when it reaches above land, here land being cooler, here this hot air, when it reaches the areas of land, it now begins to become cooler. So, when here warm air rises upwards, cool air from the land will be moving on towards the areas of warm air, where again it becomes cooler. So, wind blows from land towards the sea at night. You call it as land breeze. You call it as land breeze and sea breeze. Sea breeze are usually very stronger compared to the land breeze, and since they are moisture laden winds and they affect the temperature of a place. In the beginning itself I told, standing near a beach you feel cooler because the wind blow from sea towards the land. So, it shows that it affects the temperature of a place. So, sea breezes are usually stronger, they are moisture laden winds and they affect the temperature of a place. Whereas, land breeze are dry winds, they are dry winds, or you can experience only a weaker breeze here, and it never affect the temperature of a place like the sea breeze. Hope you have no confusion with this land breeze and sea breeze. Thank you.